matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Duke Blue Devils. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Blue Devils will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wake Forest's offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Duke! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Stealing a score on special teams.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Mooney. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Good timing on the quick out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. And the Blue Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Duke. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. A quick pass to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong.
Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up his offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Duke.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Base 27, John. Base 27, John. Makes the quick grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Demon Deacons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give from the gun. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here we go. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period.
Let's go.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up what he can and then slides. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. He splits the uprights. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Give to the running back. Brings into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Looking downfield on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Demon Deacs. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Gossett. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Got the first down. Looking for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Demon Deacons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for space. It's Gossett. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hopped out of bounds. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Mooney. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of the time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Gossett. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Gossett. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Makes the grab. It's Mooney. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Second down coming up. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. That's reeled in. It's Mooney. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Gossett. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Demon Deacons will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Gets it past the marker. Turning it on! Touchdown, Blue Devils! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Going right to work up top. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Wide open downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing?
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
Safe completion on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
That's caught. It's Francis. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Here's the pressure. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throwing catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Touchdown, Duke! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Great job by the wide receiver. The windows are so small in this area of the field. You saw him fight through the defender to make that catch on the TD.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give out of the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they... Stopped at the 22-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish. To the ground with the back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On target over the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can...
He's going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Yates. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets it out quickly. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.